What's going on, YouTube? This is Jonathan Irizarry, JI Fitness. And I just got back from getting a fresh little haircut, as you can tell. Not too shabby, not too shabby. My barber Spoon, he does the job, gets the job well done. But this video is going to be talking about a few things that you can do to help you prepare for a bodybuilding show. If you've never prepared for a bodybuilding show, then there's a few basic rules that I guess you can say going into it. Whatever way you decide to go about this, whether it's you hire a coach that just gives you a diet, or you hire a coach that gives you macros and allows you to do a more flexible dieting approach to your meal plan, or whatever. But a few things that I have for myself personally that I do that help me get ready for a show would be, number one is to simplify things. What is that exactly? What I mean by simplifying things about your prep is just, for example, you have a list. If you're going, let's say you're following macro-based diet where you have infinite options. Well, a lot of times people do get themselves into like a mental kind of twist or a bind, more or less, because you have too many options. So in essence, what you would like to do is pick, for example, at the beginning of the week, how I feel like would be pretty beneficial is once a week you choose a list of meals you would like to have. So for example, the first week, you're craving pasta. So you want to do some like Italian style dishes. Obviously they will fit your macro profile that you've been given. And then the next week, you want to try something different, and so forth. So each week, you're giving yourself different menu plans. So that way, you're not only mixing it up, but at the same time, doing something simple and keeping it consistent throughout the week so that you're able to kind of judge your prep accordingly. Another thing is to prepare yourself mentally, and this is the biggest part, because preparing for a show is basically a huge mind game. It's all in your head. Because in essence, anyone can do one. Anyone can diet down and get lean. The difference between you and somebody else, more or less, is just the person that has the willpower to do it. And that really goes with anything in life. It truly is all willpower. Even for myself currently, I've been prepping for 3 weeks. Well, not seriously prepping, but just allowing myself to get into that mental zone, that tunnel vision. So that whenever I do get this cast removed off, I'm already there mentally, so that I'm just like it's clockwork, and that's what you want to get to, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have a lot of distractions. You're gonna be thrown at a lot of temptations, left and right. People are going to bug you to eat a bite of their food. They're going to tell you that this little piece of cookie isn't going to make a difference. But at the end of the day, every little bit matters. So, the more you have control over the prep, the better it is for you. And also in regards to consistency, same thing when it comes to cardio as well. In my opinion, I like to keep things consistent on that end too, so that, it removes variables. From my experience, more or less, the more variables there are, the harder it is to figure out what it is that you need to change. Because, for example, if you do use different types of cardio equipment, if you do like to go outside, I always recommend using a heart rate monitor. That way it keeps it rather consistent regardless of what it is that you want to do, whether it's running outside, hitting the stairs, treadmill, elliptical, whatever, I don't care. But yeah, so, that's another thing, is being able to remove as many variables as possible. The good thing that I like about macro-based diet is that it is consistent throughout the entire way, because the numbers are what they are. You hit them or you don't hit them. When you do hit them and obviously something isn't working, then you know that you can change things according to this particular plan. But if you're not hitting them, then how does your coach know what to change? In essence, you really don't, because you're always off. So the best thing to do is to be as consistent as possible, be as perfect as possible as well. Perfection is key. Perfection is really the true key to success. You always want to strive for perfection. We're not always necessarily going to receive that and get perfection, but the goal is always perfection at the end of the day. So those are the two main keys that I really feel that are important when it comes to preparing for a bodybuilding show. And I hope that helps. A lot of the stuff is just off the top of my head, and whenever they come to mind, I want to record it and put it out there so that I can serve you guys. If you guys aren't watching this video, then there really is no me. So, I appreciate every single one of you that likes to take the time to watch these videos. But I'm going to continue to answer you guys' questions, so make sure you leave anything in the comment box below. Please hit the subscribe button, like the video as well. Until next time, everyone, it's Jonathan Irizarry, JI Fitness. Peace.